I thought you said they were able to get better.
I mean, they just shot their people like 4 times in the back.
It's funnier that way.
Maybe Tomoe is a good person and trained them to shoot each other.
Maybe my story choices have made the story somehow different.
Oh.
Is anyone hurt? We're all right, my lord. Where's Hochi?
Is anyone hurt?
The group took him.
No.
Norio. They
Me.
knew Hochi's name.
No.
And they mentioned Cedar Temple.
Well, you seem like you're invested in both the combat and the story.
Why
Kind
would they
of.
separate Hochi from the rest?
He's the most skilled healer. They might have plans for him.
He also likes to argue.
You think he
I think I'm more invested with seeing how this little
Yes.
tiff with my uncle is going to play out.
See what
We need
happens.
to track him down.
So I'm pretty sure my uncle has to die. Narratively speaking, he has
Time
to
figure
die.
out
Why?
what almost took him.
I'll meet you at Akashima village.
What do you mean?
We'll find him.
Why
This
does
is
he have
this
to
is
die?
basically the father figure. In every major narrative story that's ever come up, ever, the parent has to die before the child can come into his own.
Well, if that's the case as well, if we're talking old samurai shit, then your father should be alive.
This was
He's trying to
written by
usurp your
Westerners.
uncle in the vein of a samurai film.
So my uncle is going to live through the whole game. That's what you're telling me as a person who's platinumed it.
I'm not telling you anything as a
Exactly.
person who's
So you're a fucking liar.
because
and
I'm
you know
not
telling
willing
the
to tell
truth.
you anything.
I'm saying the truth right now, and you're like, no, shut up.
You're not saying
maybe,
anything right now.
maybe.
You're just babbling because you haven't had any sleep. You babbling piece of babble.
Oh yeah, I'm babbling. I'm the one who's wrong.
Look, I've had to pee.
Then
There's,
pee.
There's no.
On a stream. You pee on a stream.
Pee on a stream?
Meet me here.
I'm gonna go see Ishikawa. What are you doing, old man? You being a grumpy old man?
Maybe someone has seen it.
Do you need anything, my lord?
Sir, that's the merchant.
You're grumping.
Farewell.
What are you doing, old man?
I'm worried.
Not every
about
day you see a horse with 2 rear ends.
You will die a street. You'll on a street rat, and only
Yeah,
your
that's-
fleas will moan you.
Thank you for doing it backwards. It's perfect.
Yeah, I did. Fuck
You'll
up.
die a street rat, and you're born a street rat.
You're born
And
a
only
street
your
rat, you'll
fleas
die.
will celebrate your birth.
Need a new quiver. Such
So stupid.
I'm okay with this. I want more flaming arrows. Flaming arrows are cool. I don't use them though, so I'm going to use something else. Heavy arrow.
They're
More.
nice and all, but
worthy of a samurai.
I also do all this. And you think
I'm sorry.
upgrading would be the
I
thing for
need
platinum
more
as
for
well?
that. Until we next
Sorry. Yes.
Only true gamers will get that reference.
Have you heard, my lord? Mongols.
Only true gamers will remember spanking your monkey.
Something our people have been hiding for years.
The Mongols want it. They believe it can help them in their fight.
The story
What?
says
I don't know.
the
Have to
armor
pee.
can turn even a simple
pee.
farmer into a warrior.
Get
Wonder what it
up,
could do for us.
God.
leave the
I'm
couch,
no storyteller, my lord.
and go pee.
But the musician Yamato
It's
tells
not
me
that hard. I promise
last I
you.
heard, he was near Kashima.
Now, since the door is off of its hinges and you can hear everything, make sure to pee extra loud so it's picked up on the stream. Oh yeah, that'll work. I can feel that. What are you doing, grumpy old man?
An archer.
The sensei headed toward the coast. He said you should catch up with him to join the hunt. And you'd know what that meant.
Ah, I see. He ran through this little hamlet saying, "I must find Tomoe," and he screamed. Pretty sure that's Ishikawa. I could be wrong, which is very possible. So all this will ultimately pay off. Rapey guy. Who's rapey?
Sensei Ishikawa is in trouble.
Oh yeah, he's kind of rapey. Man, I'm really enjoying this section. Give me a chance to run up and kill somebody. Kill, kill, kill. Murder, murder, murder. Dollar, dollar bill. Stack them ever higher. What are you doing, Ishikawa? Who's shooting? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Killing all these guys. The second that Diamond steps away to go pee, I instantly became better. I'm so much better at this game. It's probably because of all the lag induced by his having to pee. Not a professional on the topic, but I'm almost certain that's the case.
You should have waited for me at the camp.
I had a lead on Tomoe. I couldn't risk losing her.
Were those her archers?
One of them shouted my name.
More on the
So
way.
we're almost 150% sure that Tomoe is just being a raging cunt. Training up all these Mongols to kill everybody. Oh, okay. But find where these guys are attacking from. Way to make no sounds on the stream. Your what ring fell off? You're married. When did this happen? When did this happen? Yeah, go balls deep while you're in there. I'm gonna have to edit this later, and I'm just gonna have the sound of chips on the stream, on the video. Yeah, whatever. Who cares at this point? It's only Rugal watching.
Sorry, Rugal.
He doesn't care. He would eat chips over your shoulder, too.
He ate chicken over my shoulder.
He says, "You're welcome."
Playing a little while there.
They had you surrounded.
Tomoe taught them well.
That's not why they outmaneuvered
Oh,
you.
dear God.
If you have an insight, share it.
He did eat chicken over Moose's shoulders.
And then asked me if I was playing a little WoW. And he was shirtless.
The shirtless part is what sold it, I think. That's my professional opinion. You have to be shirtless while eating fried chicken while standing over Moose. That's the only way to assert dominance.
And then I thought the M&Ms were yours. So I ate them.
You bastard.
And they turned out to be Rugal's. And I felt bad.
You shouldn't. He didn't eat those M&Ms. We were both fat motherfuckers at that time.
Archers.
I think I was still fat too.
Tomoe has been
So we're all fat.
all over Akashima.
I mean, at one point in time, I wasn't.
Except in our case, being fat.
Conquer.
Yeah, see, he's already covered.
At that time.
In our case, being fat was, hey man, do you feel like going to Hardee's in the middle of the night? Because we got a 24-hour Hardee's. Let's go get Monster. It's like Baconators. Extra bacon.
To help a band of assassins.
Go to Wing Zone, order like
Did well.
fucking 3,000 wings.
Yeah, dear God, whenever I'd come over to your guys' place, I would just eat like a king.
It was a feastival.
I've never seen so many Taco Bell runs. It's like, hey man, you want to go to Taco Bell and get an entire case of nothing but hard tacos?
It was brilliant.
I mean,
those were great times.
Absolutely.
I want to go to Taco Bell right the fuck now.
Considering I've not eaten anything today, I also want Taco Bell.
And honestly, aside from getting rid of potatoes, which is just like the fucking sacrilege that Taco Bell does,
They got
their
rid of
food is actually
potatoes?
pretty. Yeah, they got rid of the cheesy Fiesta potatoes,
Oh,
which is bullshit.
I've never really been a huge fan of Taco Bell stuff, but I do like hard tacos, especially considering I didn't have to fix any of them.
I like their cheesy Fiesta potatoes, man. They're awesome. It's really dead simple. It's just sour cream, chives, and fucking nacho dirt cheese.
I don't know, man.
They're really good.
It's something like the Lunchables factor. You know that they're using like the lowest quality cheese and the meat, but it's still so good. You just want to find what shittiness they're using and replicate it.
Yeah, dude. That's the entire mystique around Taco Bell. It's the shittiest, cheapest fucking food that you can go get, but it tastes really good.
It does.
That's their special.
Again, only for like the hard tacos for me. Everything else is like a fucking mess.
Their grilled stuffed burrito was the bomb. I don't care who says that, but that's also gone off the menu. You can't get the grilled stuffed burrito anymore.
Really?
Your life to mastering the bowl.
I was never a big fan of the chalupas.
Rugal says chalupas, but I disagree there. That's not the best. The fucking grilled stuffed burrito was the best thing they had on the menu, and they got rid of it. Especially if you got steak, because it was just that right amount of steak. It was too cheap to be good, but too bad to be great.
Oh, he said, I never said best. I said, it's just good.
Yeah, and that's it. It's just good.
Everything there that had even the remotest taste of beans in it tasted like those awful microwave burritos, like the El Paso.
I'm sorry. Did I leave Ishikawa behind and him fucking... Okay, that's stupid. Yes, every single one that contained beans, it tasted like that nasty shit you get from Save-A-Lot.
I share the blame for her
Yeah.
You know, the refried beans in a can?
Yeah.
It always tastes awful.
I think that was probably the closest approximation to it was refried beans in a can. Because, oh.
Yeah, I agree with him. No beans. Fuck beans.
See, I wasn't as wise about the bean stuff as you guys were. And then I tried one with like a soft taco or a burrito, and God, it tore my life apart.
I'm almost fairly certain that Taco Bell's meat is almost consisting of 100% bean anyway. I mean, what we had that article that came out that said it was 68% silicon dioxide by volume, which basically meant that fucking Taco Bell's meat was sand.
But flavored.
But flavored sand.
At one point in time, I remember the saddest moment in my life was I got off work. It was 1 a.m. Taco Bell was open. Went to Taco Bell. I had the weekend off, and I decided the best part for my weekend off was going to be eating like an entire case of tacos.
Steak flavored sand is actually all right. Like I said, steak is cheap enough to be satisfying, but still not great. You know what I mean?
I never got down on your guys' Baja Blast stuff either.
Baja Blast is fucking
I do
amazing.
not understand the obsession with Baja Blast.
I don't... Look, initially I didn't either, but then I kept tasting it, and it's fucking great.
So wait, it's one of those acquired...
It's one of those things that you eat it, and it's great. Or drink it, rather.
Rugal, you can't burn me. I'm not a heretic. I speak the truth. See, the ghost stuff in this is just so stupidly powerful.
That's how a Ronin gets down, baby. Fuck this. I dodged that. Or I put in the keys to dodge that. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I watched you. You didn't dodge it, for sure.
Shut up, asshole. I'm kicking him, okay?
I mean, I could dodge it.
I'm sure you could.
Oh, I can.
You know what? I'm going to hand you the controller here in a minute, and you're going to have to deal with the lag that I've been dealing with.
All right, put up or shut up, then.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Put up or shut up time. Oh, God. Fucking platinum this game. Platinum my dick. Here, take it. I want to see this. I want to see it happen.
Well, first I got to remember how to play it, too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're dealing with that lag pretty good there, bud. Oh, yeah, don't cheat.
You don't want me to play the game? What's the deal?
No, I'm going to constantly heckle you.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the deal.
I'm used to this one.
I turn off the controller and you get constantly heckled.
Okay. If that's what you want to play this as, I was going to say switch off the death notes, but, you know.
The supply list. Japanese
Look,
soldiers
I don't
and
apparently remember much about this game to begin with. So,
Yeah, it's great that
one in Otsu,
somehow,
another in Ushi, and more planned.
like, I don't think anyone on the channel actually knows Pugo, because it would have been something that he was introduced to in a Let's Play video for the Die Hard Arcade. And even then, that was the only video he's been in that we've published. Every single time I've gone over to Pugo's house and recorded something, it's always been too terrible to bring back and work.
return to the training camp.
Regardless,
God, the fact
Pugo
that
has the
it's two
opinion that we're all sucking Sucker Punch's dick by saying this game is actually pretty and fun to play.
I like how you're on this again.
I have to bring it back to clarify because not everybody in the audience knows.
Before the year is over, your
And I
archers
don't
will
understand
all
this because we
ride
both
to
said
Valkyrie
it's
Summer.
kind of a okay
I
game.
will
It's
deliver
not
the heads of Sensei
like
Ishikawa and Jason.
meteoric or groundbreaking.
I enjoyed
It's
it.
just a really good game.
I can also identify the faults with it for sure. I still enjoyed my experience.
It's not God of War.
No,
We'll put it that way.
and
God of War was a fucking masterpiece.
the repetitive. I don't know. I couldn't get into God of War like everybody else. I've never been able to get into it because it feels to me like a hack and slash.
It is kind of.
I know.
It is.
And that's what breaks me. Fighting games, hack and slash, and 3D platformers. I can't do 3 of them. I don't know why. But those are the points where I just fall to pieces.
I think they're pretty fucking great. It's like Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors is a great game. It's repetitive, but it's a hack and slash, but it's fun.
Down the other camps.
It's kind of like Legend of Zelda Dynasty Warriors.
To me, I have to. The threat of death is the only way I can play a game. If there is no faults in it, like objectively, I know Mario Odyssey is a good game.
Yeah.
But if I play it, the interest just slowly wanes hard. Hyrule Warriors is the same way for me. I know the interesting there, it's objectively a good game and I can identify the good factors, but all of a sudden I'm just like, nah, can't do this. Brain won't let me.
So I was almost done with the quest anyway when you took over. That's not exactly a fair assessment.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
Just go for the next quest. You're part of this LP as well. You're part of the stream. Fucking play it.
That involves me doing things.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes, it does.
We'll continue with Ishikawa then.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get Senior Grump out of the way. Then off stream, I can go grind. Oh, well, perfect timing. All right, baby kitty.
Now, I mentioned these enemies that were going to give you a lot more difficulty. If I run into them, they're probably going to give me some difficulty because the
'Cause I
timing.
haven't played. There's a baby kitty up here now.
Good old Impy.
Oh, MP decided to come on the stream. Oh, it's no longer a Tsushima stream, it's a cat stream. Welcome, everyone.
Does that mean we're just going to stream the downloaded version of Cats?
It's NPC. Impy cat.
That is where
That's
she
what
got her
NPC
name.
is.
Fuck you, Kenji.
Oh, the swindler, man. Go see what he's... Oh, that's separate quest. Never mind.
Yeah.
Kenji's just going to trigger his own set of quests.
Yes. And I never got behind Kenji.
I like Kenji because he's a hustler. 150%.
He is a hustler.
Hey, Jin, kill all these Mongols. Why? Because I want to sell their sake. I want to sell the sake in this village.
Fine. Oh, no. That's not Ishikawa at all.
Always really enjoyed that.
You made it.
Yes, I did.
Just bypass Yuna altogether. Hey, girl. Bye, girl.
I know very well how to make the story go, and it's choose one and beeline towards it all the time.
Well, that's kind of what we did in the first couple of streams, too, anyway, right?
I think so.
We,
Did I start off the stream with you? Or did somebody else?
It was,
Meat.
It was Meat. Meat was on the first stream.
I couldn't remember if I was involved or not. I know I came later. Oh, because I hurt my leg.
And we're definitely going to have to accelerate this game because it's reached its peak, I think. It's reached its peak in this game in that nobody's really paying attention to it anymore. But at the same time, I really want to beat it.
You should.
And I'm kind of committed.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you died pretty good.
Oh, and you don't have the revive. You don't have the revive at all.
Dude, you died.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Well, it's easy. I tried to balls to the wall like it was 2 months ago, and I was completely into this game.
It's probably lag.
Those purrs.
If I had to guess, it's probably lag.
All right, let's do this better.
You can do this at all.
How did I get shot?
You're doing pretty good.
I have to remember how to play. That's what did it. It's overwhelming force area, isn't it?
No.
I just got rapid fired by 15 Mongol arrows.
It's not overwhelming force.
I bet you 100% that this is overwhelming force.
It would have prompted you. It said this. Oh, okay. There it is.
It's an overwhelming force area, and it did not prompt me. That's what fucked it up.
Okay, so we've seen horse save me. I just all said this guy is worth it.
I tried to balls to the wall in an area I shouldn't be in.
Yeah, it's probably the lag.
It's not even the
Dude, just run.
game.
Just run.
This is not an area of overwhelming force.
So I kind of like that you're taking the controls this week.
Why?
Because
So
I
you
get to
can
pet the
pet the
cat.
Tomo's training camps are around here.
That's fair.
I thought I don't want to play the game because I do. I just want to be able to play it off stream and satisfy every one of my ADD urges. Which is to say, go find everything, collect everything.
The ghost! Don't kill me!
See, my brain doesn't work 100% like yours at all.
It's a ghost. I'm so scared. A scary ghost.
Everyone knows you're attacking caravans.
What do you mean your brain doesn't work like mine? Shouldn't you have a brain exactly like mine?
No.
Sensei Ishikawa?
Why not?
I have actually my brain's relatively polar opposite of yours. We have some things in common mentally, but
Tearing up the road like
we've got some
starving
weird
wolves.
splits.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And we both value awkward silences.
Oh, Sensei Ishikawa.
We both value
For highway robbery.
overly cringy shit.
Find out who's responsible.
Overly cringy shit.
Yes, like really cringy
Oh,
shit.
Lord, no. Oh, God, no.
You love it.
I don't.
Why not?
You know how everybody says The Office is great?
It's not great.
I like The Office quite a bit. But season 1 has really, really dumb, like Michael Scott. And my God, he is hard to watch because it's just cringy and I can't do it. Huh. Your timing is off.
Yes, I told you I've been dealing with lag. I have like 4 fucking capture devices and splitters and shit.
You need to stop
I have
that.
visual lag. It's not like I was lying this whole time. It just everybody thought it was a skit and ran with it.
I always thought it was shit.
No, I'm not lying when I say it's lag.
Yeah, I can hardly parry at all. No wonder you don't want to do parry build.
Like dodging is so much easier than parrying because I got the timing for that.
It's going to take me a second to adjust. Oh, yeah, you don't have the thing, though, for the spears.
Do you remember me telling you that I had to take a second to adjust for the lag in order to parry? And I demonstrated that on video like 2 or 3 times.
I don't remember that.
Of course you don't.
I don't remember.
Because it's funnier to not remember it and call me on my shit.
You need the things for the parrying on these. Because mine is all about the parry system.
Mine's all about dodge. Why don't you just dodge?
Because I didn't really know how to dodge much.
It's the R2 button.
I understand how to dodge, but it's not... I don't really dodge that much. God, no wonder you've had to put on the samurai armor.
Yes, because I have to account for all that lag.
Yeah. See, mine's all about the parry.
Occasionally there'll be a situation where, like, I can deal with the lag, or the input delay, rather, because it's not really lag. Lag is disingenuous. That gets a bad rap.
Maybe they
But
just
the input
assumed
delay here between what's going on with the wireless controller that's ungodly far away from the host system, and the host system is running through a splitter, which is running through another splitter, which is running through a capture device, which is going to another capture device, which is going to a TV.
I mean, you're not going to be able to deal with that when it comes to more intensive games down the line.
No. It's similar to, you remember our NPC versus of Guitar Hero?
Where I was just beating your ass?
Yeah, it was the same way. You were doing it visually. So you could look on the screen and see that, but I would hear the music and be off on my timing. Because visually it comes in a little bit later than the actual audio would go through.
I don't know, man. That calls into question how I won. And I don't like that.
It really doesn't.
I destroyed
Because I know
you.
exactly how you won. Because I play by the music and you play by visual.
Visceral
This is
destruction of your pride. That's how I won. Dojo. Alright, I think I've accounted for most of the input delay mentally.
Right.
It's just
It
taking
just takes a while.
I'm visually...
And that's how, like, the last couple of streams have been, where I would go in and I would suck really, really badly. And then toward the end of the stream, there would be flawless dodges, flawless runs. I mean, not tonight, obviously, because I have 30 minutes of sleep.
You have the short bow or the long bow equipped?
Longbow.
You're
Half bow.
welcome, Sensei.
Cool.
I should have had the longbow equipped.
It's half bow right now. But I'm thankful for that. I like the half bow. Half bow is more my speed.
I like the big hit. You know what I mean?
What happened here?
The pullback, the draw, and the eventual release and the hit.
I think
Because
it's
it feels meaty.
I think it's the differences in our attack pattern. I like to go balls to the wall and break everything up, and then if I need to nab somebody, half bow in the face.
Just for the quick release?
Yeah.
Tomoe's behind this.
Quick draw, quick hit, and then I've eliminated somebody. Usually I'll go for the heavies or somebody that's going to hit me like the spear guys, because you have to dodge the spear guys. Unless you do your stances and your technique points into parrying the spear guys' attacks.
Right.
But they're the most aggressive, they're the most forthright, they're the runners, they're the attackers.
They were the ones that would always get me aside from the archers.
Right. And same way for me. The spear guys would always leave me off balance. Sword guys I can deal with. Double sword guys can chain pretty bad. But the big guys with the axes having to jump and watch so many things, nah. They get a shot to the face usually.
I'm kind of eager to see that, actually.
What, shooting him in the face?
Yeah, I want to see you take a big guy and then just
Shoot him in the face.
quick draw to his
Someone heard a
face.
convoy being chased.
That seems like it would be entertaining.
It's the pick apart thing. And now that I'm used to a little bit more your input timing, because
We're here to find
God,
and destroy Tomoe's
I didn't
training
realize that
camp.
was a thing.
But the safety of
I
the
legitimately thought you were fucking with me and fucking with everybody else, but
It wasn't initially my
easily caught
call.
up to them.
It was just Rugal on the
Use them
stream
as
going,
base.
oh, input lag.
It's a dangerous path to travel, Sensei.
I don't really see how you deal with it because I'm such a visual-minded person. The moment I see somebody going for it, that's my timing. Any input delay for me has screwed me over as far as Mario or anything else, or Dark Souls, because it's just so visual.
I usually require a audio cue if I'm going to play it properly.
Victims of Tomoe. Let's see what we can learn.
Yeah, Pugo also jumped on the lag bit
Oh God, don't make me look at stuff.
where he would constantly
Japanese and
he would constantly be
Of course.
berating me on streams like, oh yeah, lag, great, whatever.
Well, I mean, I joined in on that too. I was like, ha ha,
Because it was a funny bit for a little while and I cried inside.
It's a warning to the people. of
Like it genuinely hurt my feelings.
From Lord Sakai
Everybody was like, oh
sensation.
yeah.
No
Oh,
travel has
Rtug.
been
You're like,
made
yeah,
from
guys.
It's
Input
like,
delay.
yeah. Like toward the end of Grixis, I was like really glad I had my friends over on the couch. That fucking feels great.
I do love it how the center of the attention is just nothing but shit. Like,
Nothing but shit.
yeah.
Oh, just shitting on me.
Yeah,
like
it's-
shit. Okay, yeah.
It's all a central negative cone.
Well,
And
that's part of the enjoyment of the channel. We've I don't know if you noticed it or not, but we've had a negative influence,
what, the Plays channel? Or?
just in general. Even with our spoiler alerts, every episode we end up dying.
crowd who's rushing in.
That's because
the-
I've got a very morbid sense of humor, so the idea of like Meat shooting himself in the face at the end of it or going out to play Frog
Or me shooting myself in the head.
Yeah, but that's only because I wrote fiction. I wrote that you loved me.
Oh, that is fiction. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
And even that's kind of a thing.
It's very self-deprecating sense of humor and everything.
I think that's ultimately an endearing quality, because it's better than these fucking YouTubers that go in there and like, yo, I'm fucking Bill. this is my channel. Hey, bro, hit that bell icon. Light it up.
I've already told you my major issue with YouTube is the fact that I don't watch it. I don't watch. The videos that I would like, they're all educational. They're all very with that mind of I want to go in and learn something. I want the production quality to be good. And
you're doing like what I did at the waterfalls, just climb up slowly to murder archers.
95% of the time, anybody I watch on YouTube is not going to satisfy that criteria.
It depends. Some of the YouTube videos can be very entertaining and very informative at the same time. It's just very rare.
It depends on, I guess,
like they have channels that are just filled with just let's play bullshit.
Get up there.
Like honestly, the let's play bullshit, I don't know if I can get behind that. Stuff like this, no, that isn't what makes a channel. Personally, I would like to get back into making spoiler alerts again and doing alternate takes on what we did, just do it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and production quality for both of us, we're both much, much better editors compared to the Sentinel days where we didn't understand that throwing it into Vegas would scale it to a certain aspect ratio that we couldn't figure out the pan zoom.
Yeah, it was we zoomed in on the Sentinel's face during that spoiler alert 1?
2.
It was 2. It was, you're right.
2 was the one where I was like, let's make it more like a news show. Let's dress up in the full thing, put ties on.
Yeah, the first one was the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing.
That was the one that I thought we were doing a cold like read on.
No,
that's the one we went for.
That was our 4th take.
Was it?
Yes.
I remember it being like our first read.
That's why we were so pissed off on the Van Helsing read, because we'd done that 4 times and we got so mad that we ended up powering through it. That's why that segment was like really quick and forceful.
I remember Meat was just behind the corners just yelling, "This sucks." Stupid.
Well, he wasn't exactly directing. To put it fair, he would eyeball the screen and be like, "That looks good," and then we get it back and edit it later, and it looks like
so
shit.
grainy as fuck.
Not everyone can be a samurai.
As we even had the preview video going up on the television at the time, so we could see teleprompter style stuff, and it's like, I know you remember back in those days, you could easily see that you were reading, whereas I just naturally have my lazy eye, so I can get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I could just be reading and nobody would figure it out because I'm also looking over there.
And I've also found out that I can't memorize where the shit, like all the takes I've done impromptu, because I just pack it with so much information that I have to recite like multiple aspects. I can't do it.
I could eventually get there if
Terra Vatsuna. I would like
even with the channel trailer. You know, I memorized that and went through that, but I still couldn't remember all of my lines. So, best of 4 reads was what went up on the channel.
Yeah.
Even though objectively the video kind of sucks.
I like it.
There's
aspects of it which I wish were a little bit more improved, but at the same time,
it's cutesy and low quality, kind of like all of our videos. In all fairness to our editing, like, your History of Tsushima video was very well done, very well edited, and it was, I mean, well timed, well paced, and a lot of work went into it.
An absolute monumental fuck ton.
That's why it took 2 fucking months to make, basically, from inception to reshoot to re-editing again, and to re-editing again once somebody said your voice sounded like the soundtrack to Vasectomy.
Shit like that you think would bother me, but now I've got objectivism. Is objectivism the right term? An objective approach now? Because I'm no longer that emotionally invested into what I'm doing. Because it's already put out there. It's done.
Yeah.
I have objectivity now because of distance.
Funny how some distance makes everything seem small. God,
why?
I don't know. It's sleep deprivation.
I'm
Okay?
trying to remember what that's in the field.
You know what that's from.
Oh, okay.
You know exactly what that's
I know
from.
now.
That's why our brains work on similar wavelengths, because you know exactly what that's fucking
Damn
from.
Frozen.
She is busy. A woman here named Ran knows where to find her.
I think we all liked it before it was that awful.
Frozen or our channel? Oh, our channel, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
As when,
Let me know when you want this controller back, man.
no, I'm kind of enjoying the passive
How
stream
does she know where Tomoe's camp
because
is?
She stumbled on it while foraging.
seeing my methodology and my ways of playing this game and being the only one to have played it for over the last 2 months on this side of the couch, it's kind of refreshing to see someone else's play style.
I just don't want to take it away from you. You are the person playing this game. I've already beaten it.
And I've paid more attention to the story now than I have when I've been playing it.
They were led by one of our own.
How's that for bad news?
I guess that's fair.
Because when I'm playing the game, I'm concentrating on playing the game. Because I constantly have to correct for that input lag. The sound on the controller and the sound on
Tomoe is from Umugi Prefecture.
the sound on the controller and the sound on the television being in such a delay, it's causing me to constantly have to mentally readjust to the timing delay. There's a point in the stream, and it's usually around the 2-hour mark, or like 1.5 hours thereabouts, where I'll adjust completely and everything will be fine. But before that, it's just a fucking mess.
I can adapt a lot quicker because it's not. Sometimes sound cues are nice, but my brain can apparently turn that off. I don't need the sound cues. I just need to watch the visuals, and everything else kind of falls by the wayside. Plus, I've always been an excellent multitasker, just not an excellent speaker. So people will confuse my ability to multitask with not being able to multitask because I can't frame a sentence. But I just suck at
Tomoe never
talking.
told you any of that.
That's why I have to script so hard, because everything that comes out of my mouth otherwise is vomit.
I offered to adopt Tomoe as my daughter.
Except for now, you're doing pretty good.
I'm doing okay.
For someone like her, that's quite a change
Like-
in fortune.
But, I mean, look at the Mongol thing. I couldn't even remember the first
She's a hired
invasion,
killer.
and I spent 2 months working on the fucking script and shoot.
Doing research and
That should be drilled in my head that it was 1274, and I think it was November 1274.
dude, that's like peak hurricane season.
Can I count on you to do what needs
Like
to be done?
October, November, September, peak hurricane season.
As I remember, the Tsushima Island, they have that festival on the sands of Komodo Beach in November.
It was it was exactly what I speculated earlier. They waited until fucking peak rain season for the Mongols to go, yeah, I think it's a good try.
I mean, sure,
Let's go for it.
it's not like they could pull up Google Weather and go, typhoon.
No, but they could pay attention to the lands that they conquer.
I guess they could, but Kubla was all about that. Just fuck these Japanese people.
That's probably why he lost.
Well, there was a whole thing behind the thing too. He sent Tokamune. Was that the Emperor of Japan? Tokamune?
After everything she's
I
done,
don't remember at the time.
deserves punishment.
Takamune.
Honestly, I don't remember at the time.
Well, anyways, the Emperor of Japan got that cease and desist letter from basically Kubla going, recognize me, motherfuckers. I'm taking Korea. I've taken Wan, China, and started the Wan dynasty. Therefore, I own this entire region. I own you. Recognize me and bow to me. Otherwise, I'm coming for that ass. And then
That was the basics of the con.
basically, yeah. And Tokamune just ignored him, and then ignored him, and then ignored him. And then he was like, fine, bitch. Time to sail.
Swiggity swooty, motherfucker. I'm coming for that booty.
Basically, yeah. And Tokamune, I mean, they all knew it. Sort of. Except Tsushima was right there in between Japan and Korea. And they would apparently raid Korea.
I honestly don't know why they didn't go mainland Japan. Because even seeing geographically where Tsushima is, it makes sense because it's the closest to their port of power, and it would have been easier to launch attacks from the island.
Right. Plus, you're getting off the water. Getting off the water and getting your forces mobilized into a land is the best thing you can do from that perspective, because you're not subject to weather conditions.
Right. Like they were.
Right. And plus, they kind of pissed off them anyways, because Tsushima Island used to launch raids into Korea. And then after they took it, Tsushima was still launching raids into Korea. It was like, you fuckers, you just messed with the con. So, oi.
And then they'll go, Nanking what? What's this? I do like your parry attempt, but I can tell you're struggling. because of the delay.
Yeah.
Because I could see it, the sword go up and you deflect, like I end up doing every single time I tried to parry.
Thought there would be more archers here. There we go.
Dash up? You'd figure with Tomoe training everybody, there'd be more archers here.
Man, my timing on that's just so off.
It's a natural result of doing business. This is what it takes to stream and have something capturing a raw and be able to see it at the same time.
Yeah, and I understand the reason for sure, but it would drive me absolutely up the wall. And it will.
I kind of have to deal.
I know.
Unless we find a way to split it right off of the PlayStation into a separate monitor. That's the only way I could see doing it.
I would say not worry about it for the most part, because that involves an entirely new system and TV.
The way I've got it set up right now is fantastic. Because it automatically switches between inputs, it automatically switches between any system I got tied into it, and it goes into stream. If I wanted to play the Switch, I fire up the Switch, and it would automatically switch over to it. Wanted to play the Xbox One, I fire up the Xbox One, automatically switches to it.
Yeah.
I don't have to adjust anything for the stream. I don't have to pick up anything. I don't have to disconnect any cords. And in my mind, it's kind of worth it to not have to deal with that headache. And I'll just deal with a little bit of the lag.
So in order to capture at home, especially for the Elgato, I have my PS4 sitting on my table. And then I will have to disconnect the monitor.
Right.
And like half my computer, I don't have sound. And then I plug in the PS4 and the Elgato and plug the HDMI that's running into my second monitor into the Elgato and start streaming from there. I forgot how badly these parts irked me. The search the damn camp. Because it is a point-and-click adventure game at this point, and you have to understand the logic of the people behind it.
Well, Tomoe was an archer, right?
She is. Was. So I'd
So I'd
assume
have figured it would be up there with all the hanging bodies and stuff in the practice zone.
the shoots to...
Yeah. I figured that's what I would figure if it were up there.
It's like search. It's probably like a note, because Ishikawa was just standing in one place looking at the ground. So it's probably a note somewhere on a table that's like dispatch orders or something
Sensei,
stupid.
over here.
Okay.
Oh, you found it.
The saddle and bridle. Ishikawa.
Oh, footprints.
God, Jesus.
The
Footprints.
Sensei and the ghost. I'm
Oh,
getting
hey,
tired
girl.
of you two.
Your archers are dead. It's over. Ambush.
Are they dead?
Yeah, but a shitty ambush.
Go after Tomoe. I'll hold these fools off.
Oh, so this is the standoff. This is the last quest.
No.
No?
No.
Tomoe, this only ends
Surprisingly
one way.
not.
Well, it's really built up to this.
I know.
I know.
There are parts of this game that I dislike, objectively. And again, since
There's
when
no
you're
one to
in
go,
this
Tomoe.
and
Dude,
you're
I don't
watching
think I
it,
could hear you with that dick in your mouth. It's just get sucker punch out of it.
You need to work harder.
such an odd thing to say when I am the most lax person about objective criticism. You remember Aeon?
Yes.
Where
I remember how you got into it and had cognitive doubt or like sunk cost fallacy really hard.
yeah, and you called me on it, and like a day later I was like, you're right, this is stupid.
So you're Rtug Sakai,
She has
the
the cool
sensei's new
mask.
tech.
Kitsune
Your gifted
mask. I
archer
want
had a
it.
chance at a better life.
You want the fox mask?
Who'da
Yes.
Is that what he told you?
God, Neo 2 would be hell
won?
on
Who are we
this.
talking?
Yes, it would.
So
Precise
I'm holding
timings.
to watch
Yes.
your back.
Much more precise
sensei tried
timings
to
than
kill me.
this.
I think in that case I'd have to
We'll
make
try
the
the same with
adjustment.
you.
Especially
Thanks for
if
the
I were
warning.
playing Dark Souls
I need
or
to end this.
a game that really is frame intensive.
It's already
Yeah.
over.
I figured
I
this
have
one would be
nothing.
relatively safe because
No
I
one.
can kind of adjust to it.
The bow
It
down,
is.
Tomoe.
It's not as intensive as Neo 2, and you kind of get that good quality of half Dark Souls, half in between. If the enemy AI was a little bit better at making you work for it,
No sign
You
of
just jump down there? No, it would probably
She
end the
tells
game.
Sensei Ishikawa.
I mean, yeah, she fell, and you're just looking at
Yeah,
it.
but she's swimming away.
Is she?
And she's not dead.
Is she not?
No.
Oh.
You're on 8 out of 9, bud.
That's kind of the part that gives it away, too, isn't it? It's like, what am I supposed to do? The next quest, like comfort Ishikawa while he grieves about his student's death.
Tomoe is dead. Damn. I guess I'll have to train another apprentice.
And as a writing perspective, you've got no ability to handle that either.
That's the rule of 2 with archers. And that's what I was waiting for. That's beautiful.
There's 2. I'll handle this one normally.
I'm really happy about that. Because that was exactly the kind of payoff I wanted.
Shot in the face?
Yes. And it was a perfect shot in the face, too.
Come on, dude.
Now, I could totally see the benefit of the parry system.
If the timing wasn't... It's not delayed by much. It's like a 0.2, 0.3 or something like that.
Right. It's just enough to be annoying, but not a deal breaker.
Right. And you can certainly account for it pretty quickly if you're not matching off with the audio cues.
If you're not worried about making good commentary, if you're not worried about whether or not the stream's going well, if you're worried about whether or not your audio is balanced, whether or not the capture card by the TV is working. There's so much stuff that's going on in my head while I'm doing this stream. So it's not like I'm just sitting here like I'm playing a game.
And that's kind of the pisser of it too, because I don't watch anybody else really play games.
If you're good at the game. Fuck you, Griggs. Welcome to the channel, bud. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, welcome to the channel, bud. Fuck you.
Fuck you. He's getting... Grix, did you miss the stream where we were talking about how the game legitimately has input lag and it's verified now? Or are you still on that hate hype train?
I mean, I don't think he was here.
Because I'm good for both. Either way, it's a great bit. Shit all over me. I don't care. Just get the fucking views in there.
Oh, he was eating.
Oh, so he's on that hype shit.
Sakai, what happened?
Dude, I thought you were supposed to be... Okay. I thought he was injured.
Tomoe could have killed me, but she didn't.
No, he held off those fools, you remember?
She
He's
jumped
not
off a
injured
cliff.
yet. That comes in part 9.
I saw her.
You saw what she wanted you to.
She sounded desperate.
She is. Because of us.
Yeah, that's the big thing too.
did she
Around
think
this
would turn
point,
up?
you're questioning... Because Ishikawa was an asshole.
She's trying
Yeah,
to
but
drive
But he's an
the
honor-bound
between
asshole.
us.
Tomoe is an unknown quality.
No.
She is somebody that he trained, an asshole trained,
Good.
may have that
But the
sense
next
of
time you
honor still
wonder
instilled in her,
if I
but
can
still
do what's
defected to the
needed.
Mongols.
Ask
So
yourself
what do you
first.
make of Tomoe?
Personally, I like her over Ishikawa.
Why? You've had nothing against her. She's done is ambush and insult you.
Do you know why?
Very favor
No.
with the Mongols.
The mask.
We'll find her.
It is 100% the mask. I don't give a fuck about her personality or what she's done to us thus far.
Okay.
The mask is just cool.
So because she's wearing a fox mask,
Look, he's doing the samurai thing. He's Arin.